Hi, I'm Kim. We got.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. I was so ready, and then okay.
Hi, everyone. I'm Grace, and I'm the Congratulations Project Associate at PALS.
I am Quahim. I am the DNI associate.
I'm Kim. I've been at PALS since 2016, and I started in Chicago with Zoe.
I'm Zoe, and I heard about PALS. A couple of my friends did PALS as campers. I fell in love with PALS because it expresses diversity, and we're all unique.
What about your guys' friendship? So you met at PALS in 2016, and then have you been friends since? Do you guys get to see each other very often?
We went through our first year of PALS together, so we got to really start it off strong, and I didn't have any idea going into it what I was really getting a part of. And it was really cool being able to experience it for the very first time with Zoe for the first time as well. So it was really cool being able to experience that with her.
Is there any memory when you think back on like your PALS experience? Is there any memory that really stands out to you?
Oh no, when we went to, I don't remember if it was the Willis Tower or the Water Tower in Chicago, and I took a picture with Kim as my first camp counselor. That's my favorite memory, and I still have it.
That's awesome. And then they give it to us framed. Is it the one they give us framed after? Yeah. I think that camper arrival year in and year out is my absolute favorite. I remember the first year with Zoe, you were early, and I was so excited the whole time. I was like running around trying to decorate all this stuff. Somebody found me on like some random floor and was like, Zoe's here. I'm like, here? Oh no, okay. Rinse. I'm trying to find her. Everyone's still just like getting ready. And I'm like, where's Zoe? I can't find her. So it was super cool. That was definitely a memory, just trying to scramble and find her when she was early and I wasn't expecting it. And it was really cool.
Did you know that Kim was my favorite camp counselor that I had?
Well, Zoe, when I was talking to you about doing this interview and immediately you said Kim, I was like, she must really love Kim.
There's so much excitement and so much anticipation and just waiting for the week to start. So it's always great.
What do you guys miss about attending PALS?
Just the in person, just being in person. I miss that.
I know, I do too. I miss like being able to like go places and like explore the city with everyone and then go back and hang out and talk about it and eat food and
that's all we did at PALS. We would eat food.
Yeah. Lots of food, lots of snacks.
Yeah, but I mean, just like PALS is such a home away from home. It's just being with all of the people that share all of the same values and desires for the world and everything like I do.
Yeah, it's nice being surrounded by people who are similar to you. I feel like it's a very safe environment to feel like you can be your authentic self, and especially when everyone has similar perspectives and values to you.
I know it's great when you meet someone and then you guys finally like connect on that one thing, and then you guys are just like friends like for the rest of the camp, and it's just an awesome feeling. And every time you see them, you have to say hi.
Mm-hmm. I know I personally have been missing the Congratulations Project and how we have that opportunity to participate at camp, and we haven't really found the ways to do that virtually. It's a little harder to do it on Zoom. Have you guys both written a Congratulations Project letter?
Mm-hmm. I think my first year, what stood out is I had a different perspective, having a diagnosis with mosaic Down syndrome. So I gave two perspectives of growing up feeling like I'm not a typical person. I mean, I don't fit the template, but I still have trouble learning different aspects. Like I have a different learning style. And I might be a bit slow in certain things, but I'm still unique.
Zoe, I remember reading one of your congratulations project letters too, and I thought that you articulated that so well in your letter. And we actually have had some parents, they can leave a note when they request a letter. They can leave a note saying something to pals or telling us their story. And some families have actually said that they're having a child with mosaic Down syndrome, and we've sent them your letter. So that's,
Oh, really?
yeah, because I think it's really cool for parents to resonate with you on that and hear about what their child's life will be in, years to come. So,
yeah.
Kim, did you also get to read one of Zoe's letters and vice versa?
Yeah, she has.
Yes.
Admit it.
Yes. Zoe is a beautiful writer. And like Grace, when you say she articulates it perfectly, like she does. She knows how to write. And it brings me to tears each time. Like every time it brings me to tears, and it's a beautiful letter. Yeah.
Zoe, the next time Kim writes one, I think you should read hers.
Yeah, I think I would read hers too.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, no, I think I write a letter almost every year. I think it's kind of cool to hear from the volunteer side. I think that when we think about PALS, sometimes we think a lot about how much it will impact our campers and the population we're trying to target.
What is your hope for the congratulations project letter that you write?
Just for new parents who are having children with Down syndrome, that recognizing at the end of the day, they're the light of your life. They give you smiles. They have a lot of compassion. They're very empathetic. And it's good to know, coming from both perspectives, again, that your children with Down syndrome are excellent. Doesn't matter if they have Down syndrome or not. They are excellent. You will have excellent children that will give you smiles, that would give you handshakes, and at the end of the day, we are all beautiful people.
Yeah, I hope that my letter will give reassurance to new parents that their child is going to touch more people than they can ever even imagine right now. Their child is capable of so many more things that they can even picture in their mind. I think my first year at counselor training, they read the poem "Welcome to Holland," and like I've never forgotten that poem. I read it all the time. I've showed it to so many people.
I think it's really cool too that volunteers and participants are able to have time throughout the week to reflect on that experience and reflect on these relationships that they have created, because it's important to think back on when you came into PALS, and then when you're towards the end of the week, how much you've seen and how much you've grown as a person. Because I know when my first camp, I grew so much, and then I continue to every time I come back to PALS. I learn so much from people.
Yeah, and I love when people feel confident enough and willing enough to share and read it for everyone. I think that like hearing and sharing everyone's personal experiences to like what PALS and what Down syndrome means to them, it's unreal. It's really cool.
Yeah, I remember my first camp, and it definitely changed me. I am not a crier at all, and I boo-hooed at like closing ceremonies, and I was so embarrassed, but it was okay. It felt good.
I cried my first year with Kim. It was home away from home, and I really felt that I remember during closing ceremonies in Chicago, I remember I broke down in tears because I didn't want to leave. I wanted to stay another week.
If you both could design one perfect day at PALS, what activities would you plan for?
Movie nights.
Oh,
What movie?
yeah.
I would watch Pretty Woman.
I'd start out the day with a beach day and just spend most of the day at the beach hanging out. I'd come back. I think movie night would be great. Ending with the congrats project would be awesome. Ice cream trucks or shaved ice trucks are always such a fun twist. But yeah, anything just being able to hang out. I really enjoy like the low key days that you get to just bond and make memories just hanging out. So,
do you both have a silly or embarrassing moment that you've had at PALS over the years?
Wait, Kim, do you still have the picture from the fashion show in 2016?
oh wait.
Oh my God, was that me?
That is definitely.
That is an
Can you see
awesome
that?
picture.
I don't see it.
That is great.
With the beautiful pink dress, that hat.
It's the gloves for me.
I like the boa.
That's so funny.
So we're going to finish this off with the most important question that you guys have all probably answered a million times, but why PALS?
My why PALS is because it's a home away from home. It's a place where you get to be your true and authentic self around people who are like-minded and want to create a world of inclusion and diversity, and we want to bring that PALS feeling and PALS inclusiveness into the world and make the world a better place. And I think that PALS is just that place that you get to be you. So I keep coming back to PALS to keep spreading that to new people and sharing that with other people and bringing it outside of PALS too.
Why PALS for me? Well, as a African American woman with mosaic Down syndrome, one, it's rare, but I also get to have a new perspective on why we love and why we have compassion for others. And I love the fact we are very inclusive. And I also like how in the PALS community, we express diversity in different ways.
Well, I really, really appreciate both of you talking about PALS and being vulnerable and telling us your experience. It means a lot to us.
And now I'm all like soft. I'm like in my emotions now.